Okay, we all know this one. This one's Tekken for the PlayStation 1. Quick little review. The beginning starts off playing Gallagher, and if you get all the, if you kill all the enemies on the first try and don't miss any, you get all the characters unlocked on the very first time. And I believe it's the only way to unlock all the characters in the game. So it's a pretty cool idea for them to advertise 2 games at once and keep you guys' attention. And I'm not going to get all the characters this time. Actually, quite hard. I did it quite often as a kid, over and over again, turning off the system, turning it back on. Right, that's very hard. You can use all the buttons on the controller to shoot besides the left and the L, you know, the top buttons. So you can use all these though. It's cool. Namco. I do like that Namco intro, it's awesome. The music to this game has a very unique feel that they gone away with right after the very first game. It changed completely after the very first game, as you can hear the menu sounds. Came out in 1994. The arcade mode is the only mode we'll be looking at right now. These are all the characters you get, which are, for right now, unless you unlock them all, so that's what, 8 characters? That's a decent amount of characters to play with. Will be one of my favourites, Paul Phoenix. Which is funny, because Paul Phoenix didn't get his last name until later on. None of the characters in the very first game had the last names. Till later on in the game series. It was either part 2 or part 3, I can't remember. They also didn't have a lot of their moves until later on. So it's just punch and kick, basic beat 'em up. Nice music, nice sound effects. The basic lights and colours from the punches. I think that was the only game that ever did it, was Tekken. So it's kind of like their signature style. When you block, you see the little white speckles, and when you hit, you actually see different colours. Later on in part 3, I don't know if they did it in part 2, because I never got to play a lot of part 2, only at the arcade. You'll actually see different colours. The harder you hit, the different colours you'll get, you know. That concept. Which is fairly nice. It's good because a lot of people like to see colours, and it, you know, attracts attention when you see colours on the screen, you know, just randomly appear like that. So there's another move we can do, apparently. There was no command list, as you can see. It's just a quick little pause. Kind of like the idea, but then you can select a different view. Problem is you can do 3 different views, but once you run out of time, it's like within the 30-second thing, you can't change your camera view anymore. I have no idea why. But it's always been like that, so I have no idea. Yeah, KO Yoshimitsu, who's also one of my favourite characters. I'm turning down the volume just a tiny bit. One thing I really like about this game quite a bit, I might turn it up a little bit, is the characters' clothing in the game, and the environments, the backgrounds, music too. But I love the clothes. There's only 1 grab attack in this one, whereas all the other ones had at least 2 grab attacks. And I stopped playing the series after Tekken Tag and Tekken Dark Resurrection for the PlayStation Portable, so I have no idea how the new ones are. And I never really did get to play a lot of Part 2, which is sad, because I thought Part 2 was amazing looking at the arcades. So very easy. I think I'm playing on normal or easy mode, one of the 2. But still, consider how a lot of the other games are, even on easy mode, this is pretty easy. I don't know any of the moves for this game, so that's sad. It's not like part 3 where I know quite a bit of the moves and everything, because I had the book. I never had the book for this one. I mean, I have the manual, but that's not what I'm talking about. So, you've seen most of the game with Paul. Let's show off one of the other characters real quick. Oh god, how do we get out of the game without restarting it? Oh, for fuck's sake. Pressing all the buttons, I've done it before, I have no idea how I've done it to stop the game. There is some button thing you can do, I don't know how. I flipped him, cool. Alright, let's just die. Let him kill us. And in this game you can actually change the amount of rounds and everything too, so that's pretty nice. And your difficulty. And your sound settings and all that. So it's not extremely... Oh, I press continue. Okay, let's just beat his ass. Alright, put up with this because this is the only character in the game I'm going to be. Ooh, look at this. Yeah, and obviously Law is based off of the Bruce Lee, obviously. right now is his dragon suit, which in part 3 he actually copies completely off of Bruce Lee. Let's just let him beat me then. We'll try another character in a second. So obviously different characters do different things. It's hard to kick people when they're on the ground, basic stuff like that. So let's just keep getting up and get my ass get kicked. So you can't really attack me so easy when I'm on the ground, which is a problem for almost all the Tekken games. They fixed quite a bit later on in the series, but not as well as they could have. And the AI in this game is quite easy. Because I do remember playing this on hard mode and didn't have the hardest time. Oh, there we go. Game over. Game over. And I've never understood this percentage thing either before. I have no idea what that is, so who cares? Arcade mode. We have these characters. I love Yoshimitsu. You might remember him from the Soul Blade series, or I mean the Soul Calibur 1. I don't think he was in Soul Blade at all. Versus King, that's exactly who I wanted to face. Cool. This is my favourite level of the entire game, the baseball field. This was before I've actually seen the baseball fields in real life, so this was quite cool for me back in the day when I first seen. Now that I live in the United States, the baseball fields are nothing like this, and yeah, I was very misled. Whatever. Too bad. This is also way more exciting than baseball. So one of the cool things you can see in the background, let me jump backwards a little bit. Oh, it won't show me now. Did you see the TV in the background though? That's something very cool that I noticed as a child. You know, it's just really nice. I don't know how they did it, but it's cool. And at the time, I'd never seen a reflection of a TV of what's going on in the game, besides in Tekken 1. And Tekken 1 coming out so early, in the PlayStation C in the background, PlayStation series, I think it's the first game to do that, so... And don't quote me, but I'm pretty sure this is the first game to ever show within the TV, basically, you know. So you're playing the game on a TV, well, within the game, there's actually a TV playing you in the background. That's pretty cool. So, I think it's the first game to ever do that, for the PlayStation especially. I don't think any other system's ever done that, so it's cool. Alright, that was Tekken, everyone. So, let me get you out with that one. See ya. Bye-bye.